Hi there, I'm Nicholas Paisano, and I'm going to be discussing with you the social media platform known as LinkedIn. LinkedIn is this new professional type of Facebook, which is the best way for me to describe this to you. It is a new medium tool to link a student or individual with that end job holder, that recruiter, that individual that will get me into the company and get me that job. It is a perfect medium asset to have. So, in terms of linking this with emergent media, LinkedIn is a social media tool to explore, to allow viewers to explore and expose themselves to the current happenings of a company, live action news of what's happening with a company, and to get your name out to these companies in a digital medium and giving you that upper edge in this highly competitive job market that we're all walking into after college. So, what I mean by live action, kind of what's going on, the best way for me to describe this is with an example. I follow multiple individuals from Comcast on LinkedIn, and they are part of my network. Networking with these individuals, I learn the current happenings of what Comcast is promoting and doing, which is stuff you rarely will find on a Facebook page. You can Google this information, of course, but it's easier to have it displayed in a news feed of all the companies you follow and have connections with, these live happenings of their companies. What this does for you is gives you that internal knowledge, sort of that history. It helps complete that research process for when you walk into that job market and you sit down with someone from Comcast per se and interview with them. I know what we're talking about. I've done my research, and it's a great asset to help drive that research. Um, I'm sure I'm not the only one that knows/believes that the days of handing out that paper resume to company after company after company after company has long been extinguished. It is all digital format now. So LinkedIn is now a new tool to build up your profile, your professional profile, and showcase your abilities and traits and your resume. So for instance, on my profile, it says multiple things from leadership to problem solver, to an outside of the box thinker, to Microsoft Office skills, all different skills and traits that I bring to the table that you don't necessarily put in a resume nowadays. It's things that you talk to. It creates more of a personal feel in a very impersonal setting. LinkedIn is also a solid asset to create connections and with these professionals and build your professional network. So, for instance, I'm a College of Business student as well to a Mass Comm student, and we have built the last 2 days. There was a Zip Business conference, and we have made connections with these panel members, these Bloomsburg alumni that are professionals in the field, and made these connections in these networks and have talked to them. And now I have their profiles on LinkedIn, and we're matched. And now, if I need to, I can directly message these individuals about potential internship opportunities, or they can even reach out to me about potential internship opportunities and big opportunities and doors that are opening up that I can take advantage of. Some advantages of LinkedIn: there is a bigger network that can be established now. No more do you have to call A to get to B to C to D to E. You can start with an A and have 15 different A's around yourself and expand your network outward. It is a very business related professional app that showcases business happenings, which is very important. It gives you important articles about big changes in your fields. For instance, I am a marketing major as well as a public relations major. So I follow a lot of aspects of business that affect marketing of companies and how they need to rebrand and re-image themselves in order to still be successful. It gives you an in-depth look at the company's highlights and their happenings and what's going on, as I mentioned earlier. Now, some disadvantages to this is you can kind of get lost in all the content. You can absorb too much, and it's important to be media literate in order to understand what you're looking at and how it relates to the bigger scheme of things. So, for instance, I look at a problem that a company's having, and I need to relate that to the grand marketing scheme that they're going to deal with, and how could I remedy that problem. You can explore too much information, gain too much history, and sound more and almost know way too much research done. You still want to walk into that interview and learn a little bit as well while being prepared. And then you can become reliant on this social media tool, which no one wants to be reliant on it. You still want to be able to pick up a phone and have a solid phone conversation with these individuals instead of just being able to sit there and type to them. And that's the best way that you can prepare something for them. You want to be able to have that one-on-one personal skill. You don't want to lose your face-to-face communication skills because you're behind a keyboard all day. Another great asset of LinkedIn, though, is that with your networks, they can endorse skills you have. So what I mean by that is I can multiple individuals I'm networked with and connected with on LinkedIn, they can look to me and say, I've worked with him before. He does have great leadership skills. I'm going to endorse that skill. And then as a as a professional goes through my profile to view and look at my resume, which is uploaded to LinkedIn, and my happenings and what I've been doing, they can see multiple individuals have attested to, yes, he is a good leader. Yes, he's really good at Microsoft Office. He is a problem solver, all of which gives me that competitive edge when I leave college and get out to that job market. So that is my blurb on LinkedIn, and while its professional social media platform is very important in today's growing job competitive world, and it is a solid tool for emergent media, and it exposes us to a lot of content that is definitely valued. So thank you for watching.